Good day, students. Today, we want to learn how to calculate mean using assumed mean. To calculate mean using assumed mean, so use this formula. Mean is equal to, so this represent the mean is equal to A plus summation FD over summation F, where your A means assumed or guessed mean. F represents the frequency. D is x minus A, where x is the class mark and A is the assumed mean. So to get D, you subtract the assumed mean from the class mark. Let's do this example. A farmer recorded the masses to the nearest kilogram of 25 lambs as follows: 10, 9, 11, 13, 12, 14, 10, 8, 9, 13, 12, 11, 13, 10, 16, 9, 12, 12, 11, 15, 11, 14, 12, 10, and 8. Construct a frequency table for the data. Construct a frequency table for the data. B. Use an assumed mean of 12 kg to calculate the mean. Use an assumed mean of 12 kg to calculate the mean. So first of all, you are going to draw your table of the frequency. We want to get the frequency distribution table. So we have the mass. The mass represents x. This is a discrete data. So the numbers that we are given is between number 9 to 16. Number 8 to 16. So we having what? Because this is still raw data, we will use the tally system so that we will not make mistake. Then we have the column for the frequency, a column for D minus X, D equals X minus A, FD, we multiply D and F. So first let's get to work. So now we want to do the 25 lambs weighs as follows. We having 10. 10 is going, I'm using the tally system so that I will not make mistake. So we having 10, so my 10 is here. 9, so I'll do a stroke on 9. 11, 13, 12, 14, 10, 8, 9, 13, yeah, 13, 12, 11, 13, 10, 16, 9, 12, 12, 11, 15, 11, 14, 12. So for the fifth one, I'm going to cross this. This is 5. Then 10, 8. So the frequency, so this is 2 stroke, this is 1, this one will give me 2. 9, we having 3 9s, 4, 10, 4, 11, 5, 12, 3, 13, 2, 14, 1, 15, and 1, 16. So if you add everything together, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 will give us 25. Now, you need to get D minus A. The question says we should use an assumed mean. So before we can use the assuming, that means we need to get the value for d, and d is represented by x minus a. So the parameters in the formula is what we are trying to first of all put down in your table, because this is a plus summation fd over summation f. So we need to get the value for our d. So to get our d, we said x represent the class mark, then a represent the assumed mean. So that means our x here is what? 8 minus 12. 8 minus 12 will give us minus 4. Then x here is what? 9. 9 minus 12. 9 minus 12 is minus 3. Then we having 10. 10 minus 12, that is minus 2. 11 minus 12, that is minus 1. 12 minus 12, that will give us 0. 13 minus 12, that is plus 1. 14 minus 12, that is 2. 15 minus 12, that is 3. Then 16 minus 12, that is 4. So for the last column, we are going to multiply the frequency and what you have for your d here. So 2 times minus 4 will give us minus 8. 2 times minus 3, you add the frequency and the value for your d. 3 times minus 3 will give us minus 9. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. 4 times minus 1 will give us minus 4. 5 times 0 is 5. 0. 3 times 12. 3 times 1 here will give us 3. 2 times this 2 will give us 4. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. So from there to get, you are going to what? Add everything in FD together. So you have minus 8, minus 9, minus 8, minus 4, plus 0, plus 3, plus 4, plus 3, plus 4. So if you add everything together, it's going to give you minus 15. Minus 15. And the information we needed here are the summation f. So from here, you need the summation f. Your summation f here is what? 25. Then you need the information for summation fd. So summation of fd is what is said, this minus 15. And the assuming is what? 12. So we are now going to substitute into the formula. You substitute into the formula, which is what? A plus summation fd over summation f. So we said the value for our a, which is the assuming, is 12, plus summation fd give us minus 15 over summation f is what? 25. So you now have 12 plus minus 15 over 25 give us minus 0.6. So if from here you realize plus times minus will give us minus. So 12 minus 0.6 will give us 11.4 kilogram. So the new mean, the mean is now 11.4 kilogram. Let's consider the second question. The following table shows the distribution of weekly wages earned by a number of employees of FOC Construction Company in Lagos. So this is the table. So the wages, those that earn between 40 naira to 49 naira, we having 4 employees. 12 employee earns between 50 naira to 59 naira. 8 employee earns between 60 naira to 69 naira, like that. So 7 employee earns between 80 to 89 naira. 5 employee earns between 90 to 99 naira. 2 employee earns between 100 to 109 naira. Only one employee earns between 110 naira to 119 naira. Using an assumed mean of 74 naira 50 kobo, calculate the mean of the distribution. So we are told to use an assumed mean of 74 naira 50 kobo. So the 74 naira 50 kobo is same thing as saying 74.5. So we need to draw the table again. So you have the column for the table for the wages. The column for the wages, which is from 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, like the other, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, 100 to 109, and 110 to 119. Now, you will realize that here, this is a grouped data. For us to be able to use this formula for the group data, we need to know the class mark. And the class mark here, you get this by adding the 40 plus 49 will give us 89. When you divide 89 by 2, that will give us 44.5. So you must get the class mark. So you add the first class interval, the lower class interval. You add them together and divide it by 2. 50 plus 59 is 109. Divided by 2 is 154.5. 60 plus 69 is 129. Divided by 2 is 64.5. 70 plus 79, 149. Divided by 2, that's 74.5. 80 plus 89, 169. Divided by 2, 84.5. 90 plus 99, 189. Divided by 2 is 94.5. 100 plus 109, that is divided by 2, give us 104.5. 110 plus 119 divided by 2 is 114.5. So we've been able to get the class mark. You are now going to write the frequency. The frequency is already given in the table. We are given 4, 12. So that means we are going to write the frequency 4, 12, which is already given 18, 11, 7, 5, 2, 1. So now you need to get the value for your D here. So the D is what? X minus the mean. The X minus the assumed mean. So your X represents the class mark and your assuming is 74.5. So 45.5 minus 74.5 gives minus 30. 54.5 minus 74.5 will give you minus 20. 64.5 minus 74.5, that is minus 10. 74.5 minus 74.5 is 0. 84.5 minus 74.5 is 10. 94.5 minus 74.5 is 20. 104.5 minus 74.5 is 13. And 114.5 minus 74.5 is 40. So you've been able to get the value for your D. So from here, you will now multiply the frequency and your D. That is the column for FD. 4 times minus 30 will give us minus 120. 12 times minus 20 is minus 240. 18 times minus 10 is minus 180. 11 times 0 is 0. 7 times 10 is 70. 5 times 20 is 100. 2 times 20, that is 2 times 30, that is 60. 1 times 40, that is 40. So you add everything under the frequency together. When you add the whole of this, you are going to get 60. Also, you add all under everything under FD. So that means 120 minus 120 minus 240 minus 180 plus 0 plus 70 plus 100 plus 60 plus 40. When you do everything like that, it's going to give you minus 270. So the parameters we needed here are A, which is equal to 74.5. A is the assumed mean. Summation F, which is what, 60, and summation FD, which is minus 270. So you are going to substitute it into this formula. So from here, you are having your assumed mean to be 74.5 plus summation FD is minus 270 divided by summation F, which is 60. So when you divide 270 by 60, you are going to get minus 4.5. So plus times minus will give us minus. 74.5 minus 4.5 will give you 70 naira. So it means the mean mark is now 70 naira. So for the work practice, you are going to do this. Number 1, the following are the marks in percentages of 40 candidates in an examination. So we having 12, 17, 16, 38, 14, 12, 48, 37, 12, 15, 36, 46, 28, 64, 24, 27, 26, 36, 15, 52, 38, 39, 47, 36, 15, 37, 39, 29, 42, 28, 6, 5, 45, 44, 29, 58, 23, 36, 28, 82. So A, draw a frequency distribution table using equal intervals of 5 to 14, 15 to 24, and so on till you get to 75 to 84. Then B, use an assumed mean of 39.5 to calculate the mean. Number 2, the table below gives the masses in kilogram of 100 job seekers who reported at the Directorate of Employment Center in a state. So if this is the number of the job seekers, we have their masses. So those that weigh between 50 to 54, we having 10 of them. 55, those that weigh between 55 to 59, 20. 60 to 64, 23. 65 to 69, 15. 70 to 74, 11. 75 to 79, 6. 80 to 84, 5. 85 to 89, that's 3. 90 to 94, that's 7. Use an assumed mean of 67 kg to calculate correct to one decimal place the mean of the distribution. Then number 3, the following table shows the distribution of the masses of 100 blood donors. The mass is given here. Those that weigh between 60 to 62, that's their 5. 63 to 65, we have in 18. 66 to 68, we have 42. 69 to 71, we have 27. And 72 to 74, we have in 8 of them. So now say draw a histogram for the distribution. B, use your histogram to estimate the mode of the distribution. Use your histogram to estimate the mode of the distribution. C, using an assumed mean of 67 kg, calculate the mean of the distribution. Using an assumed mean of 67 kg, calculate the mean of the distribution. Please ensure you like, subscribe and comment on this video. Thank you.